Livaday. Off the block, Ellie Dunn. Murphy out to Bontrager. Really good up by Avila. Keeps it on her side, but LeMay wins the joust at the net. Avila with the dive. Good sell. Down the pipe is blocked. And Evansville gets the point. Holland again. And just laced it down. Kennedy chooses outside, and Ellie Dunn. How about that, staying up off a leg? Suter behind her for Wayne is stuffed by Dunn. Ball State has climbed back from an 0-2 hole. Historically, they're the top two teams in the Mid-American Conference. More than 700 league victories between the Western Michigan Broncos and Ball State Cardinals. And in week 3 of the season, they collide tonight in East Central Indiana. Alongside the head coach, Joe Walton, Joel Godet, glad to have you along with us. It is the second matchup for both of these teams today, both of them coming off pretty resounding victories. The Cardinals running through Navy 3-0.
I was very impressed with Ball State's play this morning against Navy.
It's been a scrappy day for both of these teams. They've really gotten after it, and it's been a defensive-minded day. If you can get the ball up, you've seen both teams get some kills in some wacky situations and play well out of system. Both of these teams are in the same tournament, but it's staggered over 3 days. So while Ball State played last night, Duquesne has fresh legs.
Yep, Ball State coming off a sweep.
Let's talk about that block a little bit, because Western Michigan was dominant. Anytime you rack up 5 solo blocks, you're picking your battles there and you're winning them. What did you see in terms of Western Michigan's block that allowed it to be so good and then allowed it to win one-on-one? Kathleen Riley is the 4-time reigning Defensive Player of the Week in the MAC. She's been the Defensive Player of the Month, basically. And her service is returned by Sid Van Beek. Call and response, the Cardinals on the board first.
Great swing, doesn't even get Bontrager a chance to get that dig up right in front of her.
Well, it's interesting, they went slide play, solo block that time. Double block on Goodsell. Really good job by Smigel. And Ball State a free ball. Slide play again, solo block, Holland finishes.
Yeah, Western Michigan just putting up another solo block when they just got that, when Ball State just got that slide kill right before.
You know, it's interesting, LeMay was there, but stayed back as if to play the recoil off the block instead of going up for the double block.
Yeah, you know, in a way that actually is a really good play by her, because if she goes up late, they can find her and tool her fingertips and catch her arm. So that's actually a pretty good play by her.
Attack error on Western Michigan, and the Cardinals come out rocking here in set 3. Brooklyn Goodsell's going to clean up the floor a little bit. You earn your keep here. You are player and cleaning crew.
Yeah, absolutely. They're working hard out there. Sweat's all over.
Double or nothing. Sydney Van Beek with Meg Starling going out is Ball State's serving middle now. Slide play, LeMay able to terminate. Well, the answer right now is the slide play, regardless of who's using it. It's scored 3 of the 4 points here in the third set.
It is. Both teams are getting up early on that slide and finding the holes in the block.
Tough first ball from Schreiner. Murphy on one attacks. Good pancake.
Great hook by Lauren Schreiner there.
Lay that flat hand underneath the ball. Bontrager down the pipeline, kills it. After all the effort from Schreiner, Western Michigan gets the point. Slide play again. Holland again. Why does the slide play work? What is so effective about it?
You know, when they're coming around back, they have so many shots they can go down the line. A lot of these slide hitters right now are going to the right back, and that's just a great spot to go, and it kind of throws the defense off. So if you can cut that ball and make it a sharp swing, then that'll be huge for both teams.
Ellie Dunn attempting to tool the block there unsuccessfully. And after Ball State jumped out to a 3-0 lead, It's now a 3-1 run for Western Michigan. Broncos serving with Kaylee Smith, the freshman DS.
Good save by Emily Holland.
On Traeger, overpassed, flushed back over, and LeMay on 2 with the kill.
It's a great spot. You know, the best hitters see the court, and LeMay definitely saw that open spot, saw that the left back wasn't back yet, and used it to her advantage.
Here's Goodsell, really good passer. Takes her out of the offense, though, when she has to touch that first ball. Bontrager, cut shot, and she missed wide. This might very well come down to who errors less on offense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ball State really erred in set 2. Western was not as great in set 1. I mean, it seems simple.
Yeah, having the top 2 hitting teams playing one another, you know, they're definitely going to push each other in all aspects, so.
Good up by Avila. Better save, Goodsell, and it's over from Nelson. LeMay
slide again.
Got it down the line.
Slides are unstoppable in this third set right now.
You know, the other thing it says, though, is that you're in system. You can't get to it if you don't play defense.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Joel. It's a great point.
Service errors are, I don't want to say the one thing, but certainly one of the sticking points for Western Michigan this year.
Yeah, you hate to see that once a team gets momentum and then it's totally mental just serving a ball out.
They average 3 service errors per set. That's 3 free points. That's off the candy cane, Bontrager's error.
Yeah, that's tough for Western Michigan too, because they're a team that's really scrappy. They keep a lot of things in play, so to miss serves and not get an opportunity to keep balls alive.
Back row attack, Goodsell, tip drill. The middle, Kofi keeps it alive. Over on 2 for the setter, Murphy. Done with the hammer off the fingers. Ball State has a swagger back that it did not have in set 2.
Yeah, I love seeing that line shot from Ellie Dunn, you know, make Ware play some defense back there as a front row player as well. Take her out of the offense.
That's something you talked about in set 2.
Yep.
If you see her in the back row and a 6 rotation opposite, which is not a common trend, make her play that defense. Make her use that side of her game.
Exactly, especially out of system balls, because then she can't get back and swing for those.
Here's Dunn out of system into the tape.
Yeah, those are balls you want to get in play. Western Michigan had a great double block up there, though, for that out of system ball.
Mary Murphy, setter in the back row serving.
Takes Ball State out of system once again.
Really good up. How about Smith's play? And Bontrager's actually going to get a swing on it. Van Beek blocked. Bump set, done. Into a double block, and just flipped one out long.
Great defense effort by Western Michigan, and I love how Bontrager stayed aggressive on those out-of-system swings right there. That puts a lot more pressure on Ball State.
How good a set was that, too, to give her a chance, not just to say, all right, get it over.
That was a great out-of-system set.
Van Beek. I believe it was the slide play.
It most definitely was the slide, Joel. I don't know why either team would go away from the slide right now. They're both destroying one another with it.
Ball State has 3 sliding options, too. Both its middles, and Emily Holland runs a second quick attack when she's in playing opposite. And a really good job by Bontrager to at least settle things for Western Michigan.
Yeah, that was another out-of-system ball, and she's really going after those. I love to see that. Deep corner ball, once again, hard for the defense to get.
Honestly, she's just really impressive as a freshman.
She most definitely is.
Bull by the horns, thrust into a really heavy starter's role because of injuries. There's the service error from her. But Corey talked about Bailey Schnell being medically DQ'd in the offseason. Sydney Cheatham tore her ACL in the first hour of the first practice this fall. And all of a sudden, both your outsides are freshmen with Bontrager and Smeichel.
Yeah, in this match, Bontrager started out a little slow too, and she still came back with that confidence. That's huge for a freshman.
Well, there's your one non-freshman option outside. Willow Martin just trying to create a different flow off the bench for Colleen Munson, but she errors on her first swing. Number 2 at the bottom of the screen. There's Kofi on a quick attack. Holland back in, and what?
I think that was the first error on the slide this match.
Slide play again. That's dug up. Middle, LeMay. Good up off the shoulder by Schreiner. Tight
ball.
set. And a double touch.
Couldn't get her feet behind that ball. It's a toughie right there.
Kathleen Riley, the libero, doubling as setter on that play. They kind of get caught in between. You do something you're not always used to. And that one falls in, an ace. Sid Van Beek forces the timeout, Western Michigan. Ball State got shunned in set 2, has all the energy coming out of halftime.